Hello and a very warm welcome to the Sussex Daily News channel. This afternoon, we continue to give you a piece of breaking news. Shameful when Harry and Meghan's Finding Freedom got terrible reviews by UK readers on Amazon. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's explosive new biography Finding Freedom is facing criticism from Amazon UK readers over its sugar-coated and sickly sweet view of the couple. The controversial biography about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and written by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand was released earlier this week and was quick to reach the top of the media giant's bestsellers list as royal fans rushed to pre-order their copy, while it also hit the number 1 on the UK and US sites. However, many Amazon UK readers have slated the book online, with one commenting, "Confused who wrote this? Biographical autobiography? Written in the style of Mills and Boon. Sugary love triumphs over adversity story that will be loved by people who love the woke couple and laughed at by the rest." It comes after royal experts widely panned the biography, with some saying it choked readers with its exhausting and banal detail, and calling it the pure and undiluted voice of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. One Amazon reviewer, who had given the book 1 star out of 5, wrote, "It's a hagiography, not a biography." They continued, "Pretty ordinary book because it's very one-sided. It's a textbook guide to settling immature scores. I also find it rather poor that the authors are adamant that neither Harry nor Meghan assisted with this book, yet there are some very, very personal details that could only have come from either the couple or very close friends." Another called it badly written, self-pitying drivel, while one added, "This book is sickly sweet and makes Meg, as H and her friends call her, to be some kind of woke Mother Teresa. It's obvious that there has been a huge amount of cooperation with the couple, probably similar to how Princess Diana worked with Andrew Morton. I just hope the authors share some of their profits because, as they say in the book, both are careful with money. Perhaps the book should have been titled Finding Freebies." Another said it should be read with a large pinch of salt, explaining, "Quite possibly all true, but the spinning wheel must have been on overtime. I'm amazed that Harry and Meghan say that they haven't been interviewed. Their friends must have been incredible recalling all the private conversations." It comes after royal experts delivered scathing verdicts on the book, with Richard Kay saying the biography not only fuels the suggestions that the couple either hand-fed these anecdotes, so precise and so private, to authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand themselves, or allowed others to do so on their behalf. It also invites the kind of intrusion they are so quick to deplore. Meanwhile, what the other royal commentators say about Finding Freedom? Valentine Lowe said the pure undiluted voice of Harry and Meghan, not a reliable narrative. As I said in the previous video, Penny Jr. wrote, "What seems absolutely clear, however, is that they colluded. If not, they would have kicked up a huge fuss about this book. And Camilla Tominey, strangely touchy-feely Finding Freedom, hasn't brought a word of complaint from the Sussexes." While Victoria Arbiter wrote on Twitter, "No friend would speak without permission, as it would be the ultimate act of betrayal." Then Russell Myers said that when you dive down into the detail, it's no way they didn't help. Some people will see it as fabulously wealthy people having a moan, and it won't go well. With Richard Fitzwilliams, he thinks that as the details it contains lack of sources. It will be of little historical interest other than as a curiosity. Also, Andrew Morton added, "The fallout of the royal princes is biblical, like Cain and Abel. This is Hansel and Gretel, two innocents at large in the big bad world." Meanwhile, in the latest backlash for the couple, we give you an overview of the turbulent week the Sussex couple caused via Janwar's views. "Shamefully, these hypocrites stole taxpayers' money for their lavish habits." She wrote on The Sun, "Another exciting week in the crazy lives of the exiled Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Honestly, I hope this fabulous soap opera of entitlement and tatty pump, rippled with a long raspberry of rudery in the direction of the old country, lasts forever and ever." First, their Finding Freedom biography was published, and what an enjoyable read it is. Nestled between precise details of every perceived slight and snub suffered over the last terrible 4 years was the kind of gold-plated information that left no one in any doubt about their credentials as perfect human beings. I particularly liked wee baby Meghan asking her mother what can we do about the homeless before returning to her plate of rusks. Not to mention the heart-rending factoid that Harry worries what others think of him and that his favorite movie is The Lion King. Of course it is. One can see that the prince identifies with Simba the lion cub, another dopey ginger who is initially denied his birthright and gets blamed for stuff he did not do. Second, we discovered that the Sussexes have bought a new home and have been living in Santa Barbara since June. I sincerely hope their fugitive flight from oppression is finally over, along with their days of mansion hopping. They seem to have landed on their feet complete with wet and dry saunas in the 10-star luxury we all know they love. The mansion has a torrid history, having been previously owned by a Russian oligarch accused of threatening to murder his wife. But who cares about that kind of detail when a couple of mil have been knocked off the asking price? In sunny Montecito, everything makes sense. Well, sort of sense. A move to the sun-dappled gorgeousness of the area known as the American Riviera. That must have been the plan all along, and why not? Here, amid their sweeping lawns, tiered rose gardens, Italian cypress trees, lavender bushes, 100-year-old olive trees, tennis court, tea house, children's cottage, swimming pool, guest house, and a 5-car garage that surrounds their 9-bed, 16-bathroom villa on their 8-acre estate, let us hope Harry and Meghan have found the simplicity and peace they crave. Moving here is the equivalent of slipping into a mansion in Portofino or a villa with beach views in Saint-Tropez. It is divine, with a lovely climate and shops that sell designer goopish leather clogs, oatmeal cashmere hoodies, and bottles of special 20-pound detergents for washing them. Perusing the new Sussex digs, I did feel a pang of envy for the first time. For who could not love the yellow Spanish-style chimney pots, the windows shaded by striped awnings, the blue pool and the outdoor play area for little Archie? Who wouldn't want to slide down that helter-skelter of 5-ply privilege and endless lux? Color me green and count me in. The couple now has the Santa Ynez Mountains behind them and the Pacific Ocean in front of them, not to mention the dusty drear of the royal family behind them and the sparkling future in front of them. Do we dare to dream that they might stop moaning? The lovely home cost just over £11 million. They bought it with their own money, which is a miracle of loaves and fishes proportions, given that Harry's only paid job was in the army, and Meghan appears to have bought into a movie star's lifestyle on a TV actress's wages. Their neighbors are Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres, Ariana Grande, and Gwyneth Paltrow, whose individual earning power takes them into a different league from Harry and Meghan. Apparently, the couple feel proud to have struck out on their own, and are claiming that they bought it with a mortgage, and without any help from Prince Charles, which raises more questions than answers. How did they get a mortgage? Or manage to prove their earning potential for a start? I wish them all the best in this exciting new beginning, but wouldn't it have been more prudent to pay back the taxpayers' money they owe for Frogmore Cottage before splashing out on this no-expenses-spared crib? They wasted £2.4 million of our hard-earned on a home we now learn they had little intention of ever living in long-term. Before the organic paint in the nursery was dry, it had been abandoned for pastures new. While we picked up the bill, all those mature trees planted at great expense to ensure their privacy, the air conditioning, the central heating, left to rot while they pay it back on the drip, a measly £18,000 a month back over 11 years. It is insulting to every single one of us. Paying it back as soon as possible would have earned them so much goodwill. Instead, here they are splashing out on themselves in a California dreaming. Now, the privacy of his own home, his first, Harry can get up in his Zoom pulpit and lecture the world to his heart's content. This week, his little homily was on racism, and how we can all do more to help every single one of us. I would have more respect for old Simba if he admitted to his own silly mistakes in the past, calling an army colleague the P-word and wearing a Nazi uniform to a fancy dress party. But he does not. He can only lecture, not learn. The couple has certainly moved to the right place. Not only has the local council declared racism a public health crisis, the local pizzeria sells cauliflower crust pizza and even the soup kitchen is organic, with the lectin-free chicken bone broth being a particular specialty. Meghan will be down there with her ladle before you can say, "Is the turmeric freshly grated?" What the new book and his new move have proved is that the Sussexes are bridge burners extraordinaire. They focus on where they are going, not where they have been. Despite everything, the sincere wish of many Brits is that it all works out for them, not least because they have torched every route in friendship, every family tie and bond of kinship that leads back to their old life. Now they may have a mountain and ocean views along with hot and cold running luxury, But with a debt of honor still outstanding, the suspicion remains that they still cannot see the wood for the trees. And you? Do you agree with her? Please let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss together. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think might also be interested. And don't be afraid to subscribe to our channel to not miss any new videos by our team. Now goodbye, and see you in the evening.
Nowadays, even animals are preserved and loved, but in parallel, there is still discrimination between people. Meghan Markle is a personality girl, and Archie a lovely child. The story outside the royal door, whether Meghan will bring the boy Archie back to meet the Queen and her siblings, William. She was a mother for the first time and was very surprised. The previous statements were extremely stupid to Meghan, causing everything to lie. A long story.